going on? Welcome back into the channel. Welcome back to MVP Fishing. What's going on, guys? Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. Thank you. Appreciate it. As you guys can see, we are out here roasting our patutskis off out in the sun. Yeah, this water is just getting a little too good for me not to want to half fish this point out here. And man, is it hot out here. Boy, is it hot out here. See, we got corn on the close rod. I'm going to recast that in a minute. We got to let our cell phone, our backup cell phone, you know, it don't like heat all that much. It's right out here. There's some bubbles out here, some interesting activity going on. So we can't fish our usual spot over there. There's a pile of thick mud that formed the last time the water was flooded up. So unfortunately, that's got to dry before we can do anything with it. We're just going to let that drift right down by the bank. Got corn on one rod, worm on the other. It's hot out here, folks. I'm not even sure if I can stand this right now. I'm waiting, hoping that some cloud cover goes around. We got storms that way, storms that way, and storms that way. And look right over the head. Yeah, sun. I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. Hopefully I can get at least the first people in chat. I hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday, Sunday. Thank you for coming in, my friends. I appreciate it. Come on, buddy. Don't overheat yet. Temperature is about 93, 94 degrees out here right now. Humidity is 85, 90%. So, yeah, it's a little uncomfortable right now. See, Ryan, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. I appreciate it. And we are just getting started. It's hot out here right now, guys. Very, very hot. Ryan says, fish today, Mike. We just got started, so we're going to see what's going on. And Justin, what's going on? Hi, Justin. Thanks for coming in, my friend. I appreciate that. Got Justin with the googly eyes. Yeah, it's hot, guys. Pollock, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. And see, Teresa's in the house. What's going on, Teresa? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Danny. And Danny, brother, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. I appreciate that. Let's see, Legendary Princess, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate that, guys. And see, Rod Wilson, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, guys. I appreciate that. See, Teresa says good morning. Yeah, I'm hoping for some cloud cover right now. I got to keep my cell phone in my backpack to keep it from overheating. By the way, look what we got in the mail. Yep. This ought to get us a grass carp. I went saltwater size. That is a big friggin' net. Don't pick that up. Nope. Looks like he did. Picked up the worm and tried to pull it off on me. They're good at doing that, that's for sure. We got about 40 night crawlers. We've also got a can of corn. Let's see if we can catch anything out here, guys. There was a guy fishing here right before I started, but you know what? He said he didn't catch anything. He didn't have any like fish with him, so I'm gonna believe him. Did I mention it's hot? Because it's hot, folks. It's pouring down sweat. Yeah, it's a relatively cool shirt too. I can't find I have a buttoned up shirt where I can button it in the front and unbutton it so I can keep my chest a little air when it gets this hot, sticky, and calm crap. It seems to be doing that every time I get around my time to do a live feed. 12:30, 1 o'clock, all the wind will stop, and you know, storms will be passing by. It'll get really sticky and humid, but we won't get a drop of rain out of it. And it'll open up. The skies will open up on us. It was cloudy till I literally was ready to push that live feed button. I kid you not, 3 seconds before I push that live feed button, pop, there goes the sun out. There's a little, you guys see that? There's a truck driving over here. That's a snag. That feels pretty good. It's going to be tough to man this chat because our cell phone, no matter what I do with it, it's going to overheat and this stuff. It's going to burn everything up out here right now, guys. The Rod Wilson says, hi, Princess. And Grumpy Bass, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Teresa says Grumpy. Let's see, Trev, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Bollock with the thumbs up and awesome. Let's see, Teresa says Thundersuck. Teresa says Thundersuck. Let's see. Teresa says Princess. Let's see, Sergey, let me get you your rest back, Sergey. There you go, my friend. Yeah, we recently just did a purge of the mods, so no worries, my friend. Yep, getting to 100 today. It's gonna be friggin' hot, folks. See, Teresa says Trev. Let's see, Robert, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Ora, let me get you your wrench back. Hey, Steven, what's going on? Yep, my dumb butt's out here roasting to death on the rock. Let's see, Dirty Strawberry, what's going on? And Orta says, hey, Grumpy Bass. Let's see, Robert says, hello, chat. Let's see, Grumpy Bass says Strawberry. Orta says, hey, Robert. See, Robert says, let's go. See, Robert says, Teresa. See, Orta says, hey, Teresa. I thought I got you. Yeah, I did. See, Robert says, Orta. Hang on, folks. I got to get the sweat out of my eyes. Can't see crap. Ugh. That's how you know it's hot, when you start getting oceans between your glasses and dang and your eyeballs. That's pretty good. You don't want to hit the piece of worm. All right, let's put the other piece of that. We are just getting started, folks. Hot out here. The stay spot is, I don't know if it's a little too shallow at the moment. I'm not sure if the fish are going to be going in there or not, but I don't know yet. Yeah, that was just a barge go by, folks. Yeah, that stay is definitely appreciated. Very, very appreciated. Far rod, I've got 8 ounces on the post rod. I might be better off putting worm on this one, but I'm not sure if I've got enough worm to fish all day with both rods. Getting a little dry, folks. We haven't had a drop of rain in about 2 weeks. There's storms everywhere. We got a drop of rain down here. We are just the level, folks. Right across the way, there's a slough. There's about the entrance is about to close up. When that entrance closes up, all those fish that are over there come straight across the river over here. That's when you start getting the white bass and the stripers and all those other cool fish coming in here. I got something cold out here right now. Yeah, don't drink it too fast, Michael. The day stays, this is probably fishing spot. The clouds, it's going to be a little while before the sun sets the spot. I think it's time to put a rain on. I've been seeing some carp and stuff in here right by the bank. Baited up the spot slightly with corn. Try to get them, come in here to start feeding on it. See, I was seeing a few up some surface out here before, but I don't know. That barge going through it might have pushed them down a little bit. Still would like to be fishing over there where we used to fish, but the last time it flooded, it dropped a layer of slime mud right in that one spot. And that stuff either has got to wash away with a couple of rains or it's got to dry so you can walk on it. Because right now it's just like you step there this deep and you go down this deep and you hit the rock. Look at this, guys. If you take a rock and throw it over there, it's just disappears into the mud. That stuff is like terrible to walk on. It'll coat your feet. You can't move anywhere with it. What are we doing with this? Looks like corn got knocked up the hook. I thought I saw a bite on it. I guess I'll check that chat, see what's going on. Yeah, that's not working. I'm going to have to leave it out here in the shade somewhere. That backpack's just getting it just as hot as if it was sitting out here in the sun. And it's going to make me refresh, huh? I hate when it does that. You turn the sucker off for 5 seconds and it makes you refresh. And I cannot even see this picture to make sure we're looking okay. Looks okay to me. A little smeared up at the reason I was having trouble seeing. Oh, come on. And now it goes to TikTok again. Even though I don't even have that thing installed that goes with that. I hate it when it does that. Let's see. NJ, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Let me get your rent back. Yeah, we recently did a Persian mod. NJ's laughing his butt off. That's hot. I meant my name, Teresa. I missed something in chat. It says, bro, must have came by. Yep, big old barge did, my friend. Gray, are you blind? This is blue. But if you're feeling bad, NJ, Robert James, just my comment. Want to go back MVP? Oh boy, yeah, I'm going back here. I'm trying to find it, NJ. Let's see. What's up? What's up, pal? That's not it. MVP. Huh? Well, you can't really set on the rocks, Mark. The rocks are like 130 freaking degrees out here right now. One of the reasons why I learned to squat out here is because I was tired of burning my butt. If you're not feeling good, Mark, I hope you're feeling better, my friend. I haven't seen you out in the live feed in a while. See, Peter, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Best wishes from London. Awesome, I appreciate that. Staying group went home to hospital. Yeah, I hope you're feeling better, buddy. Let's see, Peter says Teresa. Let's see, NJ says Peter. Let's see, Peter says, hi, my friend. Oh, you're talking about somebody else, but they're throwing my prayers up. Must have missed that in chat exactly what was, but I hope they're feeling better. See, Peter says, where's so forth. Still, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. I can barely dance. I'm 57 years old without breaking my hip, so doing a backflip is definitely out of the question. Let's see, Peter says, which state are you from? This is St. Louis, Missouri. So this is the Mississippi River. Miss Giggy, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Sergey says, thank you, Mike. You're very welcome. Elvis, coming in, my friend. Elvis is from Memphis. Sergey says, Glenn, yes, sir, Glenn, what's going on? And Tommy Stamina is in the house. Let's see, Glenn says, Teresa. Let's see, Sergey says, I'm sitting in cafe. Awesome. I'm sitting out in the dang heat out here, folks. Let's see, Peter Cooper, what's going on? These bridges carry a lot of materials all over the continental United States. Corn, grain, soybean, a lot of industrial products, so they go up and down here over and over and over again. 894, what's going on? JG, what's going on? Thank you for coming in. Let's see, so enjoy being, there, hope to be out fishing soon. All right, get out, good luck, my friend. All right, you're welcome in chat. Says JD. Miss Diggy says, what's the status? What's for fish? We haven't caught anything yet, but we're working on it. We just got started. Better leave that cage. These rocks are 100-something degrees right now. Very easy for electronics to overheat. So we've got nitro on this close rod, on the far rod, and we've got corn on the close rod. Let's go out in that direction. See what's going on over here. Never know where these guys are set from one day to the next down here. You guys know I haven't fished this point in a while. At least have a partially shaded day. It looks like something knocked one of the kernels off. I thought there is a carp in here, a big one that keeps picking up his line and knocking the kernels off. I see him doing it every time I come in. I'm a couple kernels short. With stinkers. He can be very smart. Especially since we've had a few people fishing down here recently. I don't mind the competition. Don't mind at all. As long as I've got a spot to fish, I'm more than happy. I'm going to let that drift down right where the edge of them rocks are. Anything, that corn that, you know, kind of bait up the spot with these guys. There's some of that stuff out here. Draw these suckers in, and that corn is just going to settle right to the edge where the rocks and sand are setting. So they're going to be stacking up in those locations. So we are about a quarter of a mile upriver from the arch in St. Louis. If you go like a quarter of a mile that direction, you will quite literally be on the arch ground. The water level is probably about maybe 15, 14 feet. It's getting very, very close to where this This area really just turns on big time. I know I should probably put a worm on that one just to see what's down here. Chances are if I do that, I'm going to use up all my dang worms so dang fast. I hate to. Oh well. Tell you what the heck. That's it. Let's get the skunk off the board and make sure we catch something. Let's get a worm on this other rod too. Worm down here, you never know what you're going to catch. I don't want to use up all my big night crawlers yet. I only dug like 30 night crawlers. It's getting tough. I mean, even for me, it's getting tough to find worms. Haven't had any rain in, like I said, about 2 weeks. Ground's getting bone dry, hard as a rock. Got to dig about 8-10 inches down just to be able to get to the area where the worms are. Picked up a lot of little red worms this morning too. Oh, there's a nice worm. That's perfect. Where's my lid so my worms don't liquefy out here? And dang, son, really? That rod is setting right there, so I need this out here. Should settle out deep as long as I can keep that rod tip down long enough for her to hit the bottom. Alright, let's check the chat again. See what's going on? Let's see, 11 people in. Let's see. Oh boy, I cannot see. We're in the 30s, folks. 30-something thumbs up. Appreciate that, my friend. The Glenn says closest tonight. Let's see, Peter. Everyone's chatting along here, aren't they? Let's see. Camp, what's going on? Camp Bank, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. I appreciate that. And it says, Teresa says camp. We're stuck on a rock out there for sure. You can always tell when that sucker's stuck in a rock. It'll pull constantly rather than just sit there. The here says cheers, Glenn. And cannot see. Hello, random everyone. The Teresa says camp. Gotcha. Well, I'm just trying to get this in the shade enough for me to read what everything says. It should be a little brighter than this, but we're on like low power mode again. Yeah, when you put your hand on your cell phone, it's too hot to touch. It's pretty friggin' hot outside. Let's see, 13 people in. Let's see, 34 thumbs up. I appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, boy, that breeze is exactly what we're supposed to do. When it starts dripping down my eyeballs, that's when I need to get the heck out of there. I'm pretty surprised right now I'm getting 20 torn up by drum and other stuff out here. That's like, but that guy. Get out there. That's setting about maybe 8-10 feet from the bank, so it's pretty dang close. I keep casting it out too far. I don't know. You figure they'd be out in deeper water with the keys, but not always the case. There's a big one just right to your left. Just come up and look at that. He's chasing something right there. A white bass or gar, I can't tell. Not coming to the surface. And, water clarity is about 10-12 inches. Bars do tend to keep the water a little bit murky until the water gets lower, where there's nothing for them to wash out of the bank. Might not have been the right idea. Maybe I should have fished down there at that point. But it's still early. We can move within a minute or two. You guys know how quick it takes to change spots. I want to at least give this a good try out here. Seeing some big fishing surface out here. Another one right out there. Big old guy. Usually you get torn to pieces by at least like pound drum, other things like that. Look at that. Sitting right by the bank and nothing. Rock. Man, that's not even rock. I know what that is too. I hit this earlier. There's a gob of monofilament sticking out right here. Someone's got it come off though, luckily. Glad I used bullet weights. You got those little bullet weights on, you get that suckers off a lot of snags. Oh, let me get this rod back out and I'll check that chat. If I want this to hold over here to the right, I'm gonna have to friggin' cast it from current. Let's settle. What's going on with the set? Rocking. Why am I always sitting on a dang on rock? And it looks like we're looking a little bit better as far as our temperature cell phone. Miss G says, have they shoot, but not at the moment, Teresa. OG was says I had a really weird incident this morning. Put words in my mouth, and they that's weird. You know, it's definitely a weird incident there. That's one for the books, for sure. See, Scooter, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. The Scooter says, MVP, how are you doing today, buddy? We're just, well, I see we've been in about 15 minutes. Kind of hot out here right now. I'm just trying to. There's some nice fish hitting the surface. It's just. That's why I don't want my thought out. So. That picked it up. Gray Wolf, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. The Gray Wolf says Scooter. And the Gray Wolf says Teresa. The Scooter says Teresa. The Teresa says Scooter. I see that. Oh, you thinker, that was pulling on it. Man, I should have given him a few more seconds. All right, I think I might have figured something out here. I threw the heavyweight out in the same spot, and I didn't get a bite. But I threw the smaller weight out there. I had to cast it up current, mind you, to get it to stay. But I got a pretty good bite. Going to entail casting up current to get it to stick out there. Oh, you! Dang it! Got too quick on the draw on that one. I forgot I had the worm dangling there. A lot of what you catch out here on this point are buffalo carp, big grass carp, common carp. So they really are sensitive to that line. That's stuck somewhere, isn't it? There. Now that gets snagged out there. That doesn't feel right. That's like too far off to the left. Yeah, that was someone's line. Of course. Doing a nice night forward. I've got a lot of worms. Kind of sticking through this, trying to get our best worm situation. Give me just a minute, folks. I'll get back to that chat as soon as I can. Right. Gotta pick out some red worm dust and stuff. a while since I've had to fish out in the heat, so usually I can get them to hit enough shallows, but we're kind of right in the middle where you have a massive distance there where you can't really do anything with it. It's too shallow. You try to cast past it, but the current is going to rip you down. Couple big knife throwers. I don't want the big ones. Yeah. One bet they're all on the bottom. Off. Not using a whole knife thrower out here yet. Not for that one. Yeah, we'll hit a rock right there. So let me cast it a little bit. Oh, both lenses are coming out. Just a sweat in my eye. Alright, that's on the bottom, and look at that current. The moment I try to take a cast, that current's just starting to rip again. That's going to rip me right down. I can use 4 ounces of weight, still got enough to hold out there. You guys know how this current, will periodically change strength. Just a minute ago, there wasn't that much current. I was holding perfectly. And now it starts ripping that way for a few seconds. Now it slows down again. After it's ripped me into the shoreline. There's too much weight out here, they won't hit it. I think that'll do. And of course I left it on, and I left it in the sun. Let's see, Diggy says, good luck, buddy. I appreciate that, my friend. Let's see, Grable says, hey, Teresa. Let's see, Teresa says, time to wash the dishes. Watch the dishes? Let's see, yep, God, I figured that one out pretty fast. Let's see, Don, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Yeah, I've been watching it. Let's see, Dot, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Dot says good. Let's see, Wild, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Wild says good afternoon. Let's see, 10 people in and 45 thumbs up. I appreciate that, my friend. All that. A little ping ping. Very, very likely. Northern, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Let me get your rent back. See, Northern says, oh yeah, we recently just did a purge of the mod. Yeah, I had over 600 of them, so I had like 300 people hadn't been in chat for a long time. And instead of picking through the entire feed, I just the only way to really do it is to go through all those and just remove them all and start over from scratch. Because you can't pick through 300 plus mods to get that back to where it was. My regulars, as people come in, I'll be putting those wrenches back, but it's the only thing you can really do when you get that many wrenches for grade. It'll make your AI lag pretty good. I think that'll do. Another pretty good bite out there. Straight out. Drifting down. That's a nice fish. There's a surface right there again. I'm amazed that's just sitting out there not getting it. There's really tons of those guys out there. And night crawler sitting on the bottom out there? Weird. Yeah, that's just drifting at the moment. But hopefully that'll, yep, the current's drifting again to the right, so it pushes me all the way down to the bank again. Cast it. So instead of it being 15 feet out where I was getting bites, it was 7 feet out. I could put on heavier weight, but the more weight you got on down here, the less bites you get. That looks like that might have stabilized. Nice. That one, all right. Back on the worm. We don't have many night crawlers, so I don't know how many of these bites we're going to be able to get before we run out. The Northern says, oh, you're welcome, my friend. Let's see. Thanks for coming in, my friend. What's up, buddy? See, what's up, y'all? About 20 minutes in, 15, 20 minutes in. We're getting some bites. The sun and the heat making this a little tricky right now. I see him. Picking it up and just dropping it. I hate to put more weight on that. Usually if you put more weight on it, you don't get any bites. See, SoCal, got you. Let's see. Jordan says, hey SoCal. Let's see Les, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Les says MVP. See 13 people in. I see 43 thumbs up. 46 thumbs up now, guys. I appreciate that, my friend. We got some storms running that direction. That's gonna make things interesting soon. Trying to keep our stuff in the shade here so everything doesn't burn up. Come on, buddy, get it. Tack, and drop. Pick it up and drop it again. Now, always back here. Got my radar. I don't know if there's birds back there or what. Dude, I mean, I'm even down on the Mississippi. There's usually some type of animal around here. Animal, crustacean, mineral, vegetable, I don't know. I can try to put some more weight on this one live. I've got plenty of weights. Give this another minute, a couple more minutes before I'll put a little bit more weight on her. I don't know. Pick it up. That was a fish on there, dang it. He was just sitting there with it. I hate it when they do that. I thought I did it. Crap. I thought I saw him pick it up. He picked it up and he ran in with it. Shoot. Yeah, I picked it up and I felt a hit back on me. Trust my instincts for the next one. At least it got cloudy. I will say that. At least it friggin' got cloudy. Guys are being sneaky out here right now. That last one I saw pull once, picked it up, it was starting to go slack. So I tightened it up, tightened it up, and tightened it up. Finally, I felt him pull one, let go. Much better now, folks. Sun and everything get down. Let's see. Northern says, hey, SoCal. MBP. People in, thumbs up. I appreciate that, my friends. As you guys can see, we're back down here on the Mississippi in our point spot over here. We got a cloudy day. I figured I'd try over here for a little bit. See the fishing wizard, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Fishing wizard says Mike, brother. Let me get you your wrench back, my friend. There you go, my friend. Let's see. And Relentless Fishing, what's going on? Thank you for coming in. Relentless says, let's go. Let me get you your wrench back. I saw that. Really like the texture on it. The other one too. Snickers, man. I don't know what them are over there. Oh, wrap around the tip over and over and over again. Where's the stop? Nobody knows. Fight this other one too. I'm gonna have to lift her up very softly and see what's on there. Got him. Just sitting there with it, folks. That's pretty good fish. Whoa, 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 whoa. I gotta loosen the drag. That's a pretty good fish, folks. First one of the day. I told you that sucker kept picking it up and dropping it. Get this other rod out of the way. I think we've got a big old common carp. Oh, really? Dadgummit. Oh, that's not going to be good. Tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this in here real quick. Hopefully get this off without damaging anything. I can re-rig that pretty quick. But this rod is the one that's got the big fish on it. What have we got, folks? We got big common carp, folks. All right. That's our first time we get to use our mega net. And I've got a scale. So I can do some interesting stuff right now, folks. Yeah, that's a big common carp, folks. Yeah, this would be interesting. This thing weighs about 5 pounds. Let me get this off so I don't drain my battery. Big common carp food. It's just a beautiful fish. I want to bounce on the top of this dorsal fin for some reason. Pretty interesting. First time I've had to use first day I've gotten this thing. Come on, buddy. Come on. Yeah, he don't want nothing to do with this net. He's got his head buried now. First time I've used this net, so I've got to learn how to use this heavy old net by myself. Come on, buddy. Come on. Net is stuck on a rock. All right, we got her. Yeah, we got her, folks. All right. What we're going to do with this fish is we're going to get the hook out of this guy, and we are going to keep her in the water, and we're going to get a weight on this fish. And then we're going to show her off to everybody. Man, I can't believe she swallowed my dang hook. Popping out on me. Come on, buddy, give it up. Yeah, this is a rubber net, so no worries on hurting this fish. All right, hook is out. All right, we're going to get two measurements here, one in the net and just the net, so that we can basically tell what the weight of the fish is. This should be fine right there. This is our scale, folks. So let's see what we got here. All right, we are going to weigh this fish in the net, and then we're going to weigh the net afterwards, and that will give us an accurate, pretty accurate run of how much this fish weighs. So right now we've got, all right, our weight on her is, all right, 10.27. So I'm guessing this net weighs about maybe 4 or 5 pounds. All right, let's get this fish. We'll show you guys this fish, get her back in the water, and we'll weigh the net so that we can get an accurate measurement of the fish. Yeah, this is a gorgeous saltwater net, so very, very, very gentle on the fish. All right, there we go, folks. There she is. So the weight on that was 10.47. So we're going to measure that. Just a gorgeous fish, folks. That's awesome. Check that guy out close. Just beautiful. All right, we're going to get one more show of her. Our stuff is right here. So this is where our center of our camera feed is. So you guys can get a good view of that fish. All right, she wants to go. Hey, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So our measurement with the net was 10.27. So we are going to redo this and get a measurement on the net itself. The net is let's see, 1.9, so just about 2 pounds. So you can take, that's about 2 pounds on that. So our net weighs about 2 pounds. So 10.27. So that's about 8.25 pound carp there. Not a bad break-in for the for all our stuff. Yeah, I'm just recording that. All right, that looks good. Let's turn off. Dang it. All right, there it goes. All right, let's get these rods back out. Like this weighs 1.2 pounds, so just about let's see, just about 2 pounds. So it's like 1.9. So it's just about 2 pounds. So whatever fish we get, we just have to subtract 2 pounds from that. So that was about 8 pounds, 8.25 pounds. Not a bad first fish, folks. Not bad at all. Yeah, I knew that was a common when she ran in and then she just took off. I forgot this reel doesn't have a back reel. It ain't got a back reel to it. That button right there, no back reel. Actually, I think there might be. Just it's screwed in solid. I have to look at that. The drag is very good on this. Yeah, another one that just picked up that line and it just friggin' sat there with it. I had to lift up the line and feel, and finally I felt one pull and I set the hook. See, dang near had it swallowed. Pretty close. All right, this is supposed to be over here, folks. No worries on that. And boy, it got humid out here, folks. Always leave it to MVP to catch something. Sometimes carp, sometimes blue cat, flathead, channel, whatever's hitting out here. That was an 8 pound common carp. Yeah, I was gonna go about 6 or 7 actually, but just goes to show I underestimate my fish a lot of times. But no arguments on that one now. We've got a scale and we've got a net, so we can weigh those fish without having to hurt them. Like I got pretty much a perfect estimate on that fish. Let's see, 10.27 minus, let's see, 1.98. So whatever that, I'm just gonna go 2 pounds with it. Like it's very, very. Well, whatever it is, we just take 2 pounds off. That one's back out, and you know this one I'm gonna have to re-rig because we had a little bit of a malfunction there. Hang on, folks. Let me get these rods back out, and I will check that, Chad. I promise you. Oh, what the heck? Let's put a little bit more weight on this one. Let's put 1 more 1/8 of an ounce on here. Get her just a little extra weight out there before we get her back out there. You know, I could just use a little 1/8 ounce. Maybe just use one of these guys. It's about the same size, except it's a barrel rather than a. Try it. No, son, don't come back out. I don't want you. Please. Line's drifting. And that drift. That's gotta be recast. That's like way the heck over here to the left. That's staying in place. Good. Alright. I can re-release pretty fast. Assuming my tackle cooperates. I get my hooks in packs of 50, so they're a lot cheaper, but at the same time, they're very, very difficult to handle. These little itty bitty packets. Hooks get stuck in those little plastic things, and then the bag stays open, and then in your box you got 50 weights in the bottom of the box. And yeah, you know, guys know what I'm talking about. They make it a little bit cheaper by doing that, but at the same time, they make it a heck of a lot more difficult to use it. Crap. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold, hold. I can pull, wet, good. Now we just need a. There we go. Yeah, perfect thing to use for weight stops, guys. I don't know if you're new to the channel. I use bread wrappers. I mean, a perfect weight stop. It'll hold your weights in place. It doesn't put any extra fray on the line, and it's very easy to slip up and down too. Now they don't have the the swiveling action of a lot of barrel swivels and other things, but they're extremely cheap. I mean, I got 500 of these bread wrappers for like $2. You can't beat that. I've got you rigged up. Let go. What I say about assuming my tackle cooperates. Really? Oh boy, I'm a lot more relaxed now stuff after I've at least caught a fish. Sometimes longer, sometimes shorter. I've done feeds out here where it's taken 3 minutes to catch a fish. And I've done feeds where it's taken me an hour. That's pretty good. I like that. Let's go 4 ounces of weight. Might put corn back on this one. Did I rig this up incorrectly? No, I didn't. It just went around the inside the eyes. How the heck did it do that? Still doing it. Almost off. I never did break it up to that point, so there's no way it could have wrapped around that. Being a dang nuisance. Every time I do that, it's going to wrap back around. That off. Alright, I think I see. I see now. Alright. Got it. Had to think about that for a minute. We're going to put corn back on this one. We're going to bite on that one. Saw that. Pretty good bite on that one. Yeah, dang it. Probably sitting there swallowing again. But I owe you guys some chat conversation, so I'll be over there in just a second as soon as I get this rod back out. It's got just a little bit more weight on it. Hopefully it'll hold just a little bit better out there. Not much, just a little bit. Get our tackle back in, get stuff out of the way so it's not in the way. We got to step on our tackle box. Alright, that's closed up. Where did our wings go? I know they're here. I took them out right behind me. Looks like that's sitting out there a little bit better. Oh, standing on them again. Always standing on these things. Amazing they aren't busted to heck. Alright, we're back, folks. We are back. And it's gonna make me refresh. And look at that. Pixelated MP3. Right when I hook a fish. Oh boy. Yeah, we're pixelated. You don't think there's something unusual about that. I could sit down for 3 hours and not catch a fish. But as soon as I hook into a fish, the image is gonna go pixelated. Yeah, I know we're pixelated and it won't fix. Yeah, I know why. Every dang time I hook a fish down here, it's gotta go pixelate. I could sit here for 3 hours and not catch a fish, but as soon as I go, it's like someone's in there messing with something doing that stuff. Let's see, Karen, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Let me get your wrench back. Yeah, we recently did a purge of the mods, so no worries. Let's see, Ryan says good catch. I appreciate that, my friend. Let's see, Fishing Master, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Let me get your wrench back. There you go. Let's see, Les says, yep, with the music. And look at that. The moment we get over here, it's got to go pixelated again. I've got 4 out of 5 bars. So there's not a weak signal. There's no reason for it to be doing this. It wasn't doing this until... Yep, relentless fishing, what's going on? Let me get you... no, you've got it. Releases says that I'm not sure if you could, see that. Or not. Was that clear in? Let's see, Fishing Master says, nice carp. It was probably pixelated. Let's see, Karen says, hello, Grey Wolf. And Grey Wolf, I'm good. Thank you, Karen. And Joseph, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Tommy, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Hi, Tommy. It's, yet Mike. Let's see, Tommy says, a lot of streaming got the same problem. A lot of streaming, the moment you set the hook on a fish, just go pixelated. Makes no sense. I could sit out here for hours and chat and everything, and it stays perfectly clear. It's like YouTube, someone in there pressing the, check the message button or something. See, Giuliano, what's going on? Thank you for coming in. Let's see, Giuliano says party. Let's see, Giuliano says like 63. Let me make sure to get you your rent back, Giuliano. There you go, my friend. Yep, I'm not sure if there was anyone in chat that saw that carp, if it was clear or not. It was probably pixelated. The moment I looked down at that cell phone, it was pixelated. The 11 people in, 64 thumbs up. I appreciate that, my friend. But I can work with it as long as it wasn't, you know, flickering on and off. I can fix that image quite a bit in post. It's not as difficult as you think. A couple enhancements, run that through with a stabilizing program a couple times, and your picture is pretty clear. Now, as long as it's not doing this crap and you've got a totally blurred picture, it looks like it was just pixelated. I can work with that. Drizzle rain out here right now. That's interesting. why it was so freaking hot out here right now. Nothing on it. Something definitely picked that up. It was pulled in a couple inches. If you guys can see it, we're starting to get some rain droplets out here right now. Yeah, there was no rain in the forecast today, by the way. I was like, they said nothing about rain. And I just looked at the forecast here a second ago. Now they're saying a 30% chance of rain. What's the point of telling what 30% chance of rain 15 minutes before it hits? That's not weather prediction. That's weather looking out the window. That's way too far off the bottom. Must have slipped a little bit. I wasn't that far off the bottom. It's nice, getting some nice droplets of rain out here right now. This is gonna be another one. It's gonna be fun. I should be fishing from there over that way, but unfortunately, this is slime mud. You can't fish in it. It's like 6 inches deep of nothing but mud that it looks like solid ground, but when you step there, you sink instantly. Starting to drizzle. Interesting. See, it is 150. And go to TikTok again. Let's see, Justin says hi. Let's see, Tommy. Let's see, what did I miss in chat here? Like 63. Let's see, Dirty Strawberry with the smiles and emojis. Let's see, we got a fish dude. What's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Let me get you your wrench back. We got a fish dude says hi. Interesting, it's starting to rain, folks. Don't see anyone on my feed. Don't see Justin or anybody on feed. So. This looks okay again. Just get a little bit of drizzle rain out here right now. Shouldn't bother much. At least no thunder or lightning, right? Yet. Yeah, with that rubber net, you don't have to worry about hurting those fish at all. Boy, that looks like some nice clouds over there. That stuff was over there a minute ago. So that's, I think that's going that way. That's pretty, pick on corn. That one again, too. feel to see if they're hitting it. Just got humid out here, guys. Really, really hot. Humid right now. Every worm I broke in half, I'm finding the other half. It looks like, yep, something definitely hit that corn. Interesting. You get another. I was going to put worm on there for a second, but that was a pretty good bite on corn. What that was. Just getting a nice little sprinkle of rain out here right now. Making it really freaking sticky and humid. Very, very warm. But let me get rid of this tagging. Look at that crap. If you guys haven't shared us out, that'll push the algorithm, get a few more people in, get us talking and chatting, folks. I don't know where the trains are today, by the way. There was one when I came down here and kind of got strawberry. All right, let's remind you guys for a minute. I want to sit down. I might as well sit down properly. Check these out. We're doing it like this. Let's see. Nobody really in, and we just went pixelated again. You know, every 5 seconds. Even down here, I mean, there's 100 yards. There's cell phone towers. Let's see, 8 people in, 68 thumbs up. I appreciate that, my friends. We've caught 1 common carp, 8 pounds. It won't give me a space between the one. Oh boy. All right. Let's see, Alan, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Appreciate that, my friend. Let's see, Alan says he's like number 69. I hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday, my friends. Let's see, Alan says, hope you're having a good day. Yeah, pretty good. It could be worse out here. It was really, really hot out here earlier, Alan. And then we got some clouds went by, a little drizzle rain. At least it cooled the temperatures off just a little bit. And Johnny Lamb, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Johnny Lamb says, what's up, MVP? Let's see, we've caught 1 common carp, about 8 pounds. Not about 8 pounds. I got a scale now, and we've got a net. So a big net that can land pretty much anything. Yeah, this is what I got for the grass carp. Yeah, this is saltwater net. This bugger will get them. Yeah, this is a 1.2 pound. I mean, almost a 2 pound net. So that's a big sucker. We also have a Strike King. Not a Strike King. I forget what kind of net, scale, but we have a scale now. Let's see. Grumpy Bass says, "Nice net." Let's see. Grumpy says, "Johnny." Let's see. 12 people in. 71 thumbs up. Appreciate that, folks. Every time it goes pixelated, I'm gonna do that. Let's see. Lamb says, "I caught a few largemouth at Bush Wildlife this morning." Yeah, that's pretty good. Like to fish wild bushes. Farthest I've got out of Spanish Lake recently. Caught like 1 pound largemouth and 2 of them like in the 2 to 3 pound range. A lot of bluegill. Yeah, I have no idea where the trains are today, folks. Sunday, they're usually running left and right, or they're not running at all. But they could start. Hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday, by the way, enjoying your weekend. Let's see, Annie, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Annie says hi. Hola, and Annie says hi. There's a big one just obliterated something to the left of us. And he says, John me. Let's see the fishing wizard. Is still here. I appreciate that, my friend. Tell you what, let me go over here and check these rods out, see what's going on. I'll be right back. Sometimes they'll hit this one and run in with it, just sit there with it. It feels like that's what he did. Clean up, not clean, yep. Feels like to clean that worm off pretty good. We tried. We're getting some drizzle rain right now, folks. Some storms around. Should help with the bite for sure. That's a nice wormy. I can only dig about 35, 40 night crawls a day, so got worm and corn. I couldn't get my neighbor up because I had to put the skipjack in the ice box, and he stole my ice box and put it upstairs. So it's upstairs. I think it's upstairs. He says it's upstairs, and whenever I ask for anything, it comes down frozen or cold. So he's got some sort of means of keeping stuff cold. Good. I should be fishing further over to the right, but we've got some slime mud it's impossible to stand in. Water's dropped about 2 feet recently, so all that thick mud from the Mississippi River kind of stacks up in locations, makes it impossible to stand in spots. All right, I think I'm going to put this further off the bottom. That common carp is pretty far off the bottom. With this little bigger weight, I'm going to kind of lob this further down to the left. Usually when you hook one common carp in a location, it takes forever to get them to start hitting again. But at the same time, you can always just cast further that direction. Ones over there usually don't care about what's going on over here. I'd say usually, not always. Stabilize. That's pretty good. Living out there relatively deep. Not snag. Got out there pretty good. All right. Roger's back out. It's not dark, folks. There's like some, you know how storms in St. Louis are. It'll either hit really, really bad or it'll kind of die around us. I think that one did not have the strength to make it here quite. Let's see, what did I miss in chat? Let's see. Annie says, join me, please. Annie says, follow Dave, please. And Annie says, let's see, all right. Thank you, guys. I'm not sure what that was about, but let's see, Shane, what's going on? Shane says, good afternoon, MVP. Let's see, Fishing Wizards, yeah, no spamming, please. But you're more than welcome to sit in chat and chat with everyone. And join us down here on the Mississippi River. It's the a nice relaxing summer day down here. Let's see. Kelly, what's going on? Kelly says hi. Thank you for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Tommy says, Callie, welcome in chat. Let's see, Peter, what's going on? Has it? It looks like we might be getting a pour of rain down now. It's gonna be interesting, huh? Looks like I might be grabbing my scooter or my cell phone and running up for cover. There is a spot we can get out of the rain. Let's see if this continues. There's a bite on the pulse rod. Might be running for cover, folks. I'm gonna grab you guys, my cell phone, and my electric. We are going to get back behind this bridge as quick as we can. Ah, dang it. I hate it when this happens. Got to backtrack real quick. Hang on, folks. We're going for a quick walk here as we get back behind the stuff over here. Yeah, I don't want my stuff getting ruined out here, so we're going underneath the bridge real quick. Yeah, a little bit of a thunderbolt there. It's never good. I'm not sure how the signal is going to be when we get behind the bridge, but there goes our battery extender out of the thing. I sure don't want to give up fishing yet. Yeah, we're going right on the bridge over here, folks. Just take us a minute and I get back to that chat. How much you want to bet it's going to stop raining the moment I get over here? Yeah, our fishing stuff's okay down there. I can see straight down into the spot from over here. Bright sunny skies when I got down here. 95 degrees. Yep, now it's pouring down rain. There we go. Yeah, we're just gonna sit here for a couple of minutes till she stops raining. All right, there we go. Yeah, because the only way to into that spot is to the left over here. You know what? This angle over here might be better to view the river, at least. That's a beautiful view of the river over there. All right, let's get my cell phone back out here and I'll check that chat. Sorry, we got a brief intermission, folks, while the thunderstorm goes by. Yikes. I do not like lightning, guys. I was hit by lightning once. It ain't fun. It's not pretty. It is just not something to play with. It won't unlock. The screen is wet, it won't. And we might get pushed back here further in a minute. Sorry about the intermission, folks. Let's see. Peter Cooper says, yeah, umbrella. I can't afford an umbrella, so we're going to be getting back here a little bit further. Yeah, that stuff's coming down pretty good right now. So. Let's see. Johnny says, it's getting to rain here too. No, I didn't take my rods, but I took them out of the water. And I could see right down into the river, right where my fishing equipment is. So no one's going to go down and get my fishing equipment. See, it's right behind us. And that means you would have to walk about a quarter of a mile upriver to get to those fishing equipment. But I did grab my scooter. So our electronics are safe. passed by a little bit. Yeah, she's really coming down now, folks. Like, really freaking coming down. Sheesh, dude. And you can't even see the river now. It's coming down so much. Normally I kill the bee doing this, but what the heck, why? This is the most entertaining it's been in a while. Let's see, 6 people in. Let's see, 78 thumbs up. Appreciate that, my friends. Yeah, once this stops, you know what? I forgot to put the thing over my worm bucket. Oops. Well, there went them worms. Crap. Well, they won't drown that quickly. And we're going to keep getting pushed further and further back here. I'm not sure how the signal's going to be when we get back here. Yeah, she's flowing towards us here, so the further we get back here, the better it should be. We are not getting a signal at all right now, are we? See 10 people in, 78 thumbs up. Appreciate that, my friends. No, Tommy, I didn't bring my rods, like I said, but you can see right down there the path. Ain't no one coming down there to get that right now. Blowing in here, folks. Gotta go all the way back now. I don't go all the way back here very often. I usually don't get pushed back this far unless it's pretty heavy rain. We are pushed all the way back. Yeah, now we're going to stay dry. I thought that was going to be a bad rain. That's why I kind of exited as quickly as I could and got back here. Now, our electronics are the only thing that's got to really worry about getting wet. I don't mind getting wet. It's just this electrical equipment and rain does not mix. And you know what? We still got a great signal back here. Weird. We're underneath a bridge and we're getting a decent signal. Let's see. Glenn says, wow, everybody is getting crazy, huh? I don't know. I don't know, folks. Yeah, lucky I grabbed my cigarettes. Oh, they're in a bag. Duh. Oh, last thing, I don't want to get them wet. That's not my fishing rods can get wet. My fishing tackle can get wet. Cell phones and the scooter, yeah, they don't need to get wet. That's blowing in here. Jeez, man. I'm like right against this much rain very often. Not when I'm standing down here, at least. Let's see, Johnny says, or fishing rods, and, yep, fishing rods and lightning don't mix. But back here, we're pretty well grounded. We're underneath a gigantic bridge. This thing's withstood 80-mile-per-hour winds. We're
staying dry. That's the important thing. Let's see, Robert, what's going on? Robert says, hey guys and gals. Thank you for coming in, my friend. We're just waiting for the rain to stop here. Johnny Samuels, looks like a jungle scene. Yeah, I thought that looked pretty cool. Even here. I do not want this thing to get wet. My cell phones have already been wet enough. Let's see what I can do with this thing. Is it more better to cast and put it back here? I think we're fine if this isn't big enough for me, our scooter. And, Alright, we're back. I had to go stash that on the other side. It has a water thing where it won't run if it gets wet, but I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it, guys. See if I can get this thing unlocked now. Like everything's like even damp back here. It's even just a little wet. I'm having trouble unlocking our fishing equipment. And see, Rod says, thanks, Johnny. Miss Lee, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. And when you guys put the word hi, I cannot zoom in on it when I'm checking the chat like this. Let's see. Johnny says, no problem. Yeah, I'm stuck here, so you guys might as well be stuck with me, dadgummit. I'm kidding. Not so much. Yeah, our screens are just a tiny bit damp, so I'm having trouble unlocking this crap. Alright, there we go. And it's gonna make me refresh, even though I can barely get the screen to work. And Sandy's on live feed. Yeah, now it won't go back. Let's see, 9 people in, 81 thumbs up. I appreciate that, my friend. And Lambing, what's going on? I had to get to my other cell phone to check that chat out. Thanks for coming in, my friend. And he says hi. Pixelated to heck, isn't it? Yeah, it's starting to pour down even over here. Oh, really? Now it's blowing in from the left. Pouring in rain everywhere right now. Tell you what, I'm gonna